Every time. And I think it's because, and I'm about to cry some more, so just go ahead and get ready. I think it's because when I think about God's faithfulness in my own life, the fact that He has been my help. You know, we walk through things in life and we pray that God will change certain circumstances, change certain dynamics of relationships. We pray that He will heal physically. Pray that He'll restore relationally. There's so much we ask of God, and He is Savior. And very often He will reach down to whatever pit you find yourself in, and He will just pluck you out of it. And sometimes He chooses to work that way. And other times, rather than saving, He chooses to sustain. Rather than saving Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the furnace, He said, no, I'm going to allow you to go. I'm going to be right there with you. And whether God's saving or sustaining, what I found to be true is His power is no less gloriously displayed when He sustains than when He saves. But I can be honest with you, there have been some instances in my life that I've prayed wholeheartedly that He would save. But instead He's chosen, at least for this moment, to sustain. I mentioned my sweet husband, Martin. We've been married for a little over 15 years, and they have been good years, and they've been hard years, and anyone that's been married more than like 15 minutes knows it can be good and hard all at the same time. And for us, it got really hard really quick. Within the first 2 years of our marriage, Martin was diagnosed with a brain tumor. And that is heavy news anytime in a relationship, but I think especially within those first couple years, we were just young and clueless, and we had this great plan for our lives and plan for our marriage and plan for our family. We had this great plan. We just needed God to sign off on our plan. Which any of you who have been walking with the Lord for any amount of time knows that He's not so much about signing off on our plan as He is about bringing us to a place of saying, not my plan, but yours be done. Not my will, but yours be done. And so Martin was meeting, we were meeting together with this neurosurgeon as soon as we found out the news, and he walked us through all the information we needed to know about that initial surgery that Martin needed to have in the coming weeks. And he said it's possible that Martin, he could completely lose his vision because of where the tumor was. The doctor said he could even lose any memory of his life beforehand. So I was thinking about him waking up from surgery and not recognizing him and not recognizing his parents. And they were just hard days wrestling with all that leading up to the surgery. And sure enough, when the day for the surgery finally came, Martin was in surgery for 4.5 hours. And finally the doctor came and got me so I could go back and see him. And I got, as soon as our eyes met, he said, Laura. He said, Laura Story. And I thought, oh, he remembers me. And then he said, what are you doing here? Which was my first clue that he knew exactly who I was. He just had no idea that we were married. Which is really weird news to break to your spouse. And we would sit around and talk, and I would think, I need to tell him at some point in time, I need to break his news. And finally, and he would ask me things like, so what have you been up to since high school? Well, and so we'd talk, and I finally said, I know you're wondering why I'm here. I'm here because we're married, and you gave me this ring, and I was the one at the wedding in white that you were, I was like coming down the aisle towards say that he could jog his memory about this. And he just looked at me completely stunned. And finally, his eyes are, as big as saucers, and his jaws dropped. And I just stopped talking. Finally, he said, "We're married?" "Yes!" But I kind of feel like that's the best way that could go down. But I tell you that story because we began that whole process of getting Martin's tumor removed and ended up having complications. What was supposed to be a 5-day stay in this hospital ended up being 3 months. And finally, when Martin was discharged, it was very clear to me that as unbelievably thankful as I was that he was alive, it was very clear to me that he was different than he was before. And that our lives were going to be different than they were before. And I share that with you, first of all, to say that a lot of the issues that Martin has had, we have seen healing there, but a lot of issues we haven't. And Martin lives with a brain injury. He lives with a vision deficit and memory deficit, and they make life very complicated. But the reason I share that with this group is because I bet that every single one of us can think of something in our lives that we have prayed that God would change. Pray that God would save us from. But he hasn't answered our prayers yet the way that we think he should, or in the time frame that we expected him to. And that can be really hard. And even as I want to share this next song with you, it's a song that I wrote just in the midst of processing through all of this. And the thing that I realized probably 5 years out, I was driving down the stretch of Interstate I-20 that, does I-20 go through Florida at all? No, sorry. Tangent. Okay, I was going down I-20 and Martin was with me asleep in the passenger seat, and I was just kind of reflecting on how different our lives looked than what we expected. And as I was thinking about this one thing I'd been praying for, complete healing for my husband, and I don't want it to sound like that's a bad thing to pray for. We do pray, and God does heal in so many instances. And I don't fully understand why he hasn't healed in ours, honestly. But as I was thinking about that one thing I've been asking God for, in that moment, for some reason, God just gave me an enormous amount of clarity. And it was like I had these blinders on my eyes. And in that moment, God began to show me the hundreds of other ways he was blessing me. The hundreds of other ways he was at work, even though he wasn't at work in the exact way that I was asking him to work. It did not mean that he wasn't up to something. And it did not mean that he wasn't faithful. Or that he was not working all things together for our good and for his greater glory. This is a song about whatever circumstance you're in. Just praying that even in the midst of the hard, that God would show us the blessings in the midst of the rain.